Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. With Joel Embiid and James Harden, the Sixers have become one of the all-time superstar tandems. Embiid said, unstoppable. What are you going to do? You've got to make a decision. Do you stay on me or do you stay on him? And if you want to guard both of us, now you've got wide-open shooters. Kevin, it does seem like pick your poison.
Tough to face that tandem every game. Wow, tough to handle. DA, thanks. So the New York starting five. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Derrick Rose is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the three, the small forward. And for the 76ers, front court is Thibault and Harris. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years. Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Harden against Rose. Passes to Robinson. Dishes it to Barrett. Here's the floater. And Thibault sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will return possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Rose against Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Brunson, no good. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Harden, that's good.
And that's a nice play. Harden sure knows how to use that body and live inside.
Now, here's Barrett, defended by Thibault. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I love watching Mitchell Robinson play. He brings some physicality to the center position with that 7-foot, 240-pound frame.
The Knicks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops. And Brent, about Mitchell Robinson. He is fun to watch down low.
So dominant. He uses that body to his advantage to gain position. And right now he's at that time in his career where he's still sharing time and looking for a full-time starting role. I think that's on the horizon.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
It didn't take long for a lot of people to take notice just how dominant a defensive player Mitchell Robinson was going to be in this league.
Now, here is Harden. Embiid inside, guarded by Robinson. They get it back, and Embiid throws it down.
Energy points from Embiid. Takes up lots of space at 7 feet 280 and just dominates the boards on both ends.
Maxey against Brunson. Rose scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Randall. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
The strength and the quickness, and now the confidence coming along as Randall's able to score.
Pass to Embiid. Now Thibault. Harris passes to Embiid. Over Robinson. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist from Tobias Harris.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Outside for Robinson. Handle a screen on Harris. Here's Rose. That shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
The second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
The 76ers need to get off a shot. Harris's shot is off.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Randall. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. For three, Barrett. Harden grabs the miss.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And Embiid throws it down.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's gonna go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions.
Now here's Barrett. 17 points for him last game against Orlando.
It was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Harden. Following the miss by Julius Randle. Harris outside. Back to Harden. From the arc. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 5 points so far.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Rose finds Robinson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, easy call.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old-school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
That free throw, no good. Here we sit right in the middle of the season, Brent, halfway through a long schedule. It's got to be a grind for these players.
Oh, yeah, these are the dog days, Kevin, and the thing that you want to do is make sure that you're continuing to come with that mentality that you want to improve. And there may be days where physically it's tougher. There might be days where mentally it's tougher. But those kind of players, all collectively put together, are going to end up achieving something in any given season.
Now here is Pirtle. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Harden's shot is off. Knicks trail by 7. Randall kicks to Rose. Down low from 12 feet out. And the Knicks miss again. And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Rose passes to Barrett. Knocked away. And stolen by Thibault. Pass to Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
The first free throw is good.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
And Harris drops them both. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Al Harden following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Randle with a screen on Rose. With it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Randle. With the drive, and Philadelphia grabs the miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Maxey passes to Harden. Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
And there's the pass to Rose. Randle with a screen for Rose. Free throw line jump shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and the angles are different for lefties, but we operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
First one falls for him. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And the 76ers making a change here. Tucker's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
And here in the early going, missed free throws starting to become the storyline.
Maxey kicks to Harden. Five to shoot. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Harris has got 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Barrett with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Brunson a screen on Harris. Barrett with the ball. Maxey covering. And Barrett gets it to go.
RJ is going to improve year after year on the skill to recognize plays. Stay a step ahead of the D.
Now here is Harris. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Outside, Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And he makes the first.
Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. 1.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And John Wall's subbed in for James Harden. Reddish, he's checked in for New York. Evan Fournier comes in for Jalen Brunson. Maxey hits them both. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Shoots from the elbow. That one wide left.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Reddish trying to get open is Randle. A shot by Reddish, no good. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Wall. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's Fournier. To the paint, pulls it up. And he can't bank that one in. The 76ers leading by 13. Here's Maxey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night.
The swing intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Here's Quickly, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Passes it to Fournier. Randall with a screen for Fournier. Inside. And Randall throws it down.
Could be top 10 easiest assists that Fournier's had.
Here's Wall. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 15.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Pass to Toppin. Now Fournier. He's covered by Maxey. Three-pointer, Randall. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Randall's teammates loving seeing this. Shots like this are helping out this offense. He's taking the lead.
Quickly against Wall. Here's Tucker. Offline with his 3. Knicks trail by 12. Pass to Quickly. Randall with the ball. Fournier for 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Reddish. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Quickly. Defended by Milton. Count the basket.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Now here's Wall. It's stolen by Reddish. The pass to Quickly. Outside Fournier. Quickly with it. Maxey covering. Back to Fournier. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Oh, man, don't see that much Fournier up at the rim.
Wall looking it over. With some arc, and it's laid in by Maxey. Maxey's got 8 points. 51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Quickly finds Reddish. Outside Fournier. Here's the 3. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
On the wing, Milton. Quickly covering. 6 on the shot clock. A shot by Milton, no good. Now, Quickly. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando. Here's Randall. No good from 11 feet.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. 76ers ahead, up 10. After this break, we'll be back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. You've got Emmanuel Quickly. He'll be topping out there with Mitchell Robinson. Randall, Maxey, Quickly, Wall, Reddish, 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 Maxey, Quickly, Wall, Red Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the small forward.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor. But inside is where he can really utilize that size.
Robinson dishes to Barrett. Lays it up off the glass. He got his second bucket tonight.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Harden kicks to Embiid. Passes it to Piper. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
First free throw is good. And Brent, as an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Pass to Quickly. Lets the three fly. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
The feed to Harden. Here's Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Again, it's Joel Embiid. When he is on, there isn't one player in this league that can stop him.
Pass to Quickly. Embiid with the steal. Outside Wall, and slam dunk by Harris.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Robinson against Embiid. Robinson passes to Quickly. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Brunson, and the rejection by Embiid.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Barrett. Knicks trail by 15. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Brunson. And to get open is Robinson. Brunson, good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Embiid with the screen on Quickly. All with it. Robinson picks him up. Wall, no luck. New York's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
The list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point, guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin, in 25 years, there'll be another list.
The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Joel Embiid. First in rebounding. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds. What a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rose with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Thibault, the pass to Wall. Harden, no good. Knicks trail by 13. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Now the pass to Harris. Here's Embiid. Harden right side. High arcing shot with the fadeaway. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
It seems like, Brent, it's been a long time we've been asking, could this be the year the Knicks turn it around?
I think, Kevin, though, it's about not just turning it around. It's about being a viable, competitive, potential deep-run playoff team for many years in succession. And is this the time? I'm just not sure.
Robinson, a screen on Wall. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. Robinson sets a screen for Rose. Feeds to Robinson.
And Embiid has said before that he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. Love when he gives you that kind of effort.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And good that time. And it's 9 points for Tobias Harris.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Rose passes to Toppin. Back to Rose. Passes it to Brunson. Takes the three. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Brunson's got it back down to single digits for the Knicks. Now here's Harden. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Here's Embiid, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Now let's take a look now at some of the most explosive players in the NBA lately. The highest scoring small forwards of the past month. R.J. Barrett, 4th.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
I don't think in terms of offense there can be any more potent group of players in the league. Having one of them on the wing means having someone that can carry a team offensively for extended periods of time whenever necessary.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Taxi's checked in for John Wall. And Embiid drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Robinson finds Rose. Back to Robinson. Barrett with the ball. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Lobbed up there for Maxey. It's stolen by Barrett. To the inside. Rose. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Harden. He's got 7. Pass to Thibault. Now Embiid. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Look at Philadelphia. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, the Knicks. They're much further down in the standings right now. And here's Rose. He's got 5. A putback.
That was big. They dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
The 76ers leading by 7. Embiid with the screen on Brunson. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Changes for Philadelphia. Hurdle is checked in for Embiid. P.J. Tucker comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. And then for New York, Randall's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reddish comes in for R.J. Barrett. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 9. Pass to Reddish. And here is Toppin. Looking for Fournier. Gets it there. Offensive rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Harris outside. Second chance shot. No good, and he's 3 of 6 from the floor. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 9 points. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Fournier gets a wide open look. And that's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Milton the pass to Maxey. The 9-foot shot. A shot off that time. And New York will come the other way. Randall dishes to Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Toppin, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Toppin's got 4 points this quarter.
Good job from Toppin, just completing a play that time from contact.
Outside, Maxey. He dishes it to Tucker. Now, Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bangs home the trifecta.
making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Here's the pass to Fournier, and that one is hammered home.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Maxey against Fournier. Harris passes to Purdy. Now here's Milton. He's guarded closely. Tucker can't get it to go.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And Toppin throws it down.
And for a big guy, Obi is quick off the floor.
2022 was a big season for Obi Toppin in his young career.
Well, we saw him continue to improve as a player, but the big moment obviously was that dunk contest when, after being a runner-up the year before, he finally got to claim that trophy.
Milton's shot is good.
Yeah, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Outside for Randall. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia leading by 7. Now here's Milton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Maxey looking it over. Harris outside. Milton in the corner. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And now a 10-point Philadelphia lead.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
To the middle, here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Purdy.
Well, Randall can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
For New York, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Randall just continuing to fight out there, whether you're looking at his career or any individual game, this guy just doesn't back down.
And real quickly, he's checked in for New York. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard. And you look at Jakob Purdy, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoops.
Pass to Toppin. Kicks it to Fournier. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
26 seconds left to play here in the half. Left side, Harris. Over Reddish. Harris misses.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. From deep three-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first half. 76ers lead by 7. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Alongside Coach Thibodeau. Tibbs, some stuff to clean up. What will the points of emphasis be going into the second half?
Better defense. We keep allowing them to get second shots, defensive transition, not challenging their shots properly. So we don't play defense, we can't win.
And we'll see if your guys can stick to the script better in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They've come away with easy buckets in transition, really pushing the tempo every chance they get, keeping the D on his heels.
An aggressive approach that's been working all night.
And now, let's take a look at the Rookie of the Year race so far.
Just like my buddy the Jet, this particular Smith is a complete player, can handle, shoot, defend, and his upside is tremendous.
You left out the rebounding comparison.
Oh, thanks a lot, Zelshack. I know what you were thinking.
Ernie, that was funny.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
The 76ers leading by 7. Harris and Embiid are manning the post position. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Thibault in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Maxey, Robinson with the block. Rose with the ball. Pass to Barrett. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
It felt like RJ did a great job there of just baiting the defense in order to get the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And that one falls for Barrett.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
He's off on the second. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life. And you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Rose kicks to Brunson. Back to Rose. Bobbed up there for Robinson. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. From deep, Harden buries the long-range jumper. And now an 11-point 76ers lead.
If the defense lets him, Harden will do this all night. They have to challenge his accuracy every time down the floor. And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Thibault, the pass to Harden. Over Rose. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's Thibault. Barrett covering. Shot from the low block. Robinson with the block. And he's able to get it back. There's Embiid. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Robinson a screen on Harden. Rose passes to Robinson. Another shot. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Maxey. Softly drops in the floater. 14 15 points for Tyrese Maxey.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here's Barrett. 5 points in the game. Randall no good. Now the 76ers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Thibault finds Harden. Now here is Harris over Randall. Offensive rebound. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
The 76ers have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw, no good. And the 76ers making a change here. Wall's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Robinson. Pass to Brunson. New York moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Rose finds Robinson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on James Harden.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Shoot 2.
He's off on the first.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
And he's good on the second. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 12-3 run. The kick out to Wall. No good with the triple. Knicks trail by 15. The pass to Robinson. Unloads. Misses off the left iron. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Passes it to Thibault. Outside, Wall. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Pass to Brunson to the left side wing. Releases from 15, and it's off the back rim, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And here's Harden. He's got 12. Here's Harris. Headshot off. Randall with some nice D.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Here's Randall. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got 4 assists in the game. Now Wall. And Harden now, top of the key. Robinson with the block. Brunson against Harden. Now here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Here's Rose. Here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Ooh, that's a tricky move there by Randall, putting the defender off balance, and then he got that guy to foul him.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Some changes for Philadelphia. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Shake Milton in for Matisse Thybulle. The Knicks also changing it up. Evan Fournier comes in for Jalen Brunson. And quickly in for Rose. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers leading by 11. Pass to Milton. Count that one. He's got 9 points.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Down low. Here's Randall. The shot, no good. And the 76ers go the other way with it. At one point, they led by 16. Quickly against Wall. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Lock at 6. Embiid dishes the Wall. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Randall with the bucket.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Embiid with the screen on quickly. Wall passes to Milton. And here's Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And who draws more fouls than Embiid? Very few players, if any. Too much size and really too much skill to defend.
And the first one at the line is good for the Knicks. Toppin comes in for Robinson. And it's Reddish in for Randall. And Embiid drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Quickly with it. He's got 5. Outside Fournier. Toppin sets a screen for Fournier. It's good. 11 points for Evan Fournier.
Yeah, Fournier did a great job. He waited for that window to open. Took advantage.
Here is Wall. Harden outside. The 10-footer. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Well, James Harden still a tremendous player, but now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Pirtle, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Knicks trail by 11. Toppin finds Fournier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Fournier out there as a floor spacer, someone who's going to stretch out the defense and give everybody room to operate, make their jobs a little bit easier.
And he sinks the second. And it's Wall with the ball for Philadelphia. At one point, they led by 16. He kicks it to Tucker. And they get it back. And the pass to Milton. 5 on the clock. A shot that time, not on target. The Knicks go the other way with it. On the wing quickly, guarded by Harden. Toppin sets a screen for Reddish. Out to Barrett. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The 76ers leading by 10. Right side Wall. Shoots from the right block, and it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Wall.
That's a terrific set that they just ran.
And Fournier kicks to Reddish. This is into Quicken. Off target from outside. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. The shot's good for Milton. 1:44 left here in the third quarter. Toppin up top. Now the dish to Fournier. And it's quickly in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from the wing. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Wall passes to Harden. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Harden's got 9 points here in the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Toppin kicks to Quickly. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 16. From deep, Wall. It's rebounded by New York.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And it's good, 2 points. Fournier's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Wall finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And you're going to admire how fast Pirtle smashes to the rim after setting the screen. Once he gets the ball, the D is finished.
And here is Quickly. Off target with his 3. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this team to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Inside, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Brunson. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Embiid. Thibault with the ball. Back to Embiid. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now, quickly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Pirtle. We know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Here's Maxey. No good on that one. Brunson with some nice D. Randall kicks to quickly. Now, here's Barrett. Outside Robinson. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. And the shot goes in.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Maxey against Brunson. Here's Harden. Robinson with the block. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Randall, tough guy to guard here as he uses that frame to earn another trip to the free throw line.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Philadelphia?
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
It'd be interesting to go back through this film in particular and see if there was an emphasis to get that ball down low, get it in the paint. Tonight, they've done that. It's paid off.
That free throw missing. Harris is checked in for Pirtle. And the second free throw, good. Here is Harden. The pass to Harris. Embiid with the screen on Randall. Here's Harris. Harden outside. He locks gives up the alley-oop pass.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Here's Robinson. Passes it to Brunson. Over Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Maxey.
At the line for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
That one falls for Brunson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Philadelphia leading by 16. Pass to Embiid.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Mitchell Robinson. That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. At the line for 2.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Quickly against Harden, and misses it off the right side of the rim. And it's Harden with the ball for the 76ers. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Quickly with it. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Outside for Randall. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 18. Embiid with a screen on quickly. Pass to Embiid. Maxey against Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. The 76ers again can't hit it. Knicks trail by 18. Now the pass to Barrett. Quickly. Randall a screen on Maxey. Here's Quickly. Randall surveying the D. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Thibault finds Harden. Passes to Embiid. Shot from 6. Randall grabs the board. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Pass to Barrett. To the left wing. Brunson kicks to Quickly. From deep. A shot, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Harden driving inside. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Here's Barrett. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Harris against Randall. Over Harris.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
And Embiid throws it down.
And when Embiid first came into the NBA, folks wondered about his offense, but it became clear pretty fast, so he can dominate at both ends of the court.
Outside Rose. And to get open is Robinson. And it's Rose missing. The 76ers leading by 22. To the paint. It's tipped. It's stolen by Randall. Rose with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up down low. Here's Barrett. And the rejection by Embiid. Thibault the pass to Maxey. Kicks it to Embiid. A free ball. It's rebounded by New York. Randall dishes to Rose. Imanu Ginobili recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple of rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. It gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
They could use a bucket, and the rejection by Harden.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Here's Thibault. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An NBA All-Defense for 2 years running, Matisse Thybulle has been a game-changing defender from the minute he set foot in the NBA.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops in there for Thybulle. And Greg, we know at Washington, Thybulle was the College Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 3.5 steals and over 2 blocks a game.
And per minute, not far off that pace in the pros. His opponent field goal percentage last season good for second best in the league.
And both free throws good for Thibault. You know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing two bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
Well, Randall can get up there with the best of them. It's a quick move.
Harden outside. Here's Harris. Tries again. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rose against Harris. Robinson sets a screen for Rose. And he uses the glass on the way.
And how about the clever move by Rose? He somehow manages to get around the contact and finish.
Embiid the screen. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Brunson has it in the corner. And the 3 off target. Philadelphia leading by 20. Harden outside. Pass to Thibault. The pass to Embiid. Over Robinson. That one off the back iron and out. The Knicks shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Embiid with the steal. Here is Harden. Passes it to Embiid. And here now is Thibault. Now Embiid. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Harden against Rose. Pass to Randall. Over Harris. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Maxey passes to Harden. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. To stop the drought, Harris's shot is off. And it's Rose with the ball for the Knicks. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Robinson against Harris. Robinson kicks to Rose. Shot from free throw range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Harden. And Embiid throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
That one falls for Brunson. Some changes for Philadelphia. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Maxey. And John Wall subbed in for James Harden. Then for the Knicks, Toppin, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Reddish comes in for Barrett. And Fournier subbed in for Rose. So he gets them both. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Ball wide open. That 3 off the mark. Now here's Fournier. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. That's his 5th miss of the game. He has made 6 of his 11 shots. Outside, Wall. The pass to Embiid. Shoots over Toppin, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Embiid's got 33.
An impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, James. I know you missed some shots early, but you kept at it. I know your confidence never wanes.
Nothing changes for me. I miss shots, I miss layups, I miss threes. I'm going to keep doing the same thing. You know, eventually it's going to fall because I know the work that I put in. And so nothing changed. I still shot the shots with confidence, and tonight they went in.
Part of being great is being stubborn, right? Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.